Good afternoon to Dr. Abu and my fellow friends. My name is Madam Yu Ziyi. Today, my group members Li Tingting, Luo Xieqing, Wang Xianda, and I are going to present about our group assignment. First, I will present the company background and management discussion and analysis. The companies we choose by our group are Telekom Malaysia Berhad, Messi Berhad, and Digitocom Berhad. Telekom Malaysia Berhad offers communication services such as broadband, data, and fixed line. TN corporate responsibility strengthens their responsibility in four main domains, which are marketplace, workplace, community, and environment. In 2019, Telekom Malaysia Berhad is affected by COVID-19, but their group revenue still can reach 11.43 billion, and record-breaking EBIT was 1.57 billion. Digitocom Berhad was the first company to offer general packet radio service with 2.5 GB and later enhanced data rates for GSM evaluations with 2.75 GB in Malaysia on 14 May 2004. Digitocom Berhad provides a series of services such as telecommunication service, mobile phone service, and cable television. Over the last few years, Digitocom Berhad focused to drive sustainable growth from postpaid, prepaid internet, and digital portfolios by looking for the opportunities in SME, B2B, and home fiber network solutions. Messi Berhad operating their business through four segments, which are mobile service, enterprise fixed service, international gateway service, and home service. The overall business performance of Messi Berhad in 2019 was better than their guidance, despite the difficulties of an extreme performance and a mature mobile industry. With a low single-digit decrease, the EBITDA surpassed the company's expectations and reported good operating free cash flow. Next, I will continue with ratio analysis. For both years, TM has the highest current ratio, while Messi Berhad has the lowest current ratio. Current ratio of less than 1 indicates that Messi Berhad may have problems meeting its short-term obligation. For credit ratio, TM has the highest ratio while Messi Berhad has the lowest ratio for both years. This shows that Messi Berhad may not be able to fully pay off its current liabilities in the short term. Cash flow liquidity ratio for DG is the highest. TM achieved the lowest in 2018 while Messi Berhad is the lowest in 2019. This means that the performance in general cash flow cover the short-term debt of Messi Berhad in 2018 is better than 2019. In 2018, the highest average collection period is DG, while in 2019 is Messi Berhad. In 2018, the lowest average collection period is Messi Berhad, while in 2019 is DG. DG has the highest days inventory held, while Messi Berhad has the lowest days inventory held for both years. It shows that Messi Berhad is good in the sales performance. Next, DG has the highest debt payables outstanding while Messi Berhad has the lowest for both years. A higher debt payable outstanding shows that DG is having a better credit terms than Messi Berhad, or it is unable to pay for the bills on time. For both years, TM has the highest cash conversion cycle while DG has the lowest cash conversion cycle. For leverage ratio, DG has the highest debt ratio while Messi Berhad has the lowest ratio. This means that Messi Berhad is more easily to borrow money for their business compared to DG. DG has the highest debt to equity ratio, Messi Berhad has the lowest in both years. The higher debt to equity ratio of DG shows that the corporation uses more liabilities relative to its equity as compared to Messi Berhad. Next, DG has the highest long-term debt to total capitalization ratio, Messi Berhad achieved the lowest ratio. DG also achieved the highest time interest earn ratio while TM has the lowest time interest earn ratio. Next, DG has the highest cash interest coverage ratios and TM has the lowest ratio. In 2018, the highest fixed charge coverage ratio is Messi Berhad, while in 2019 is DG. The lowest ratio is TM. Messi Berhad achieved a highest cash flow adequacy ratio while TM is the lowest. The financial leverage index of DG is higher than Messi Berhad. However, the financial leverage index of Telekom Malaysia Berhad is lower than Messi Berhad for both years.
Activity ratio, account receivable turnover ratio. Messi Berhad reached the highest account receivable turnover ratio in 2018. However, it was the lowest in 2019 due to the net account receivable increased a lot in 2019. Inventory turnover ratio. Messi reached the highest inventory turnover ratio in both years, which is meaning that Messi has a strong sales in turning the inventory into company's profit. The third activity ratio, account payable turnover ratio. Messi Berhad has better account payable turnover ratio in 2018 because higher ratio is relatively short time between purchase of goods and service and payment for creditor. Fixed asset turnover. Fixed asset turnover of Macy's in 2019 higher than 2018 indicate that Macy's had better fixed asset turnover in 2019. Higher ratio of fixed asset turnover means that the company have higher efficiency in utilizing the asset. Last activity ratio is total asset turnover. Total asset turnover of Macy's decreased in 2019. Profitability ratio consists gross profit margin. Macy's Berhad show the lowest gross profit margin in both years, which is meaning that the Macy's has weaker performance to make profit after paying its cost of goods sold. Operating profit margin. Macy's Berhad operating margin in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to operating profit in 2019 dropped a little bit. And next is net profit margin. Macy's Berhad net profit margin in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to the net profit in 2019 drop. Cash flow margin. Macy's Berhad show the highest cash flow margin in both years, which is meaning that Macy's Berhad is more efficient in generating cash out its sales. Return on total asset. Macy's return on total asset in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to net earning in 2019 dropped significantly. Return on common stockholder equity. Macy's return on common stockholder equity in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to net earning in 2019 dropped significantly. Cash return on asset. Macy's cash return on asset in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to total asset in 2019 increased significantly, resulting in Macy's did not generate cash efficient from its asset. Market ratio. Macy's earning per share in 2018 was higher than 2019 due to the net earning in 2019 dropped significantly. Higher earning per share indicate the company has higher profit related to its share price. Price to earning ratio. Macy's Berhad showed the price to earning ratio in year 2018 was lower than Telecom Malaysia Berhad. However, it reached the highest in 2019. More investors are willing to pay for dollar worth of Macy's Berhad earning in 2019. Dividend payout. Dividend payout of Macy's Berhad in 2019 is higher than 2018, which is meaning that Macy's Berhad did not reinvesting more volume of its earning into expanding operation. Dividend yield. Dividend yield of Macy's Berhad in 2018 and 2019 shows good appearance because higher dividend yield provide more income, but it also faces higher risks. 3.2 Vertical analysis for income statement. Cost of sale of Macy's in 2019 and 2018 is the highest. Profit before tax and total comprehensive income for the financial year of Macy's is the second highest. 3.3 Horizontal analysis for income statement. Total comprehensive income for financial year of Macy's Berhad shows negative 15.18%, but the highest is Digi.com Berhad. For 3.4, trend analysis for income statement shows that three companies, the blue color shows that the percent increase and the red color show that the percent is decreased.
Now, I will continue to discuss common size statement analysis for balance sheet. In 2018, the highest percentage for non-current assets is Macy's Berhad, which is 86.54%. The company that has the highest percentage for current assets is Telecom Malaysia Berhad with 33.56%. The highest percentage for non-current liabilities is Telecom Malaysia Berhad with 48.48%. Then the highest percentage for current liabilities is Digi.com Berhad with 43.43%. Macy's Berhad has the highest percentage for owner equity, which is 36.1%. In 2019, Macy's Berhad has the highest percentage for non-current assets, which is 86.07%. Digi.com Berhad has the highest percentage for current assets, non-current liabilities, and current liabilities, which is 33.67%, 58.06%, and 33.84% respectively. The highest percentage for owner equity is set by Macy's Berhad with 32.98%. Next, let us move into horizontal analysis for balance sheet. From 2018 to 2019, there are some changes in non-current assets, current assets, non-current liabilities, current liabilities, and owner equity by the three of the companies that we compare. Digi.com Berhad has the highest change in non-current assets and non-current liabilities with 52.86% and 66.75% respectively. The highest change in current assets and current liabilities is Telecom Malaysia Berhad with 34.18% and 24.59% respectively. The highest change in owner equity also Telecom Malaysia Berhad, but it is changed in negative growth, which is negative 6.59%. Furthermore, I will discuss about the trend analysis of the three companies among 2015 to 2019. For Telekom Malaysia Berhad, it has the highest non-current assets in 2017 with 108.84% and the highest current assets in 2019 with 117.73%. The highest total liabilities also in 2019 with 116.32%. The highest owner equity of Telekom Malaysia Berhad is 2015, which is the best year. For Digitalcom Berhad, the highest non-current assets in 2019 with 194.09% and the highest current assets is 2016 with 151.31%. The total liabilities is dropping down after 2015, so the highest total liabilities is the highest in 2015. The highest owner equity is 2018 with 129.62%. For Masis Berhad, it has the highest non-current assets in 2019 with 114.13% and the highest current assets in 2019 with 105.95%. The highest total liabilities of Masis Berhad is 2016 with 101.07% and the highest owner equity with 169.39% in 2018.
I will continue for the cash flow analysis. For Telekom Malaysia Berhad, the total inflow of cash decreased from RM 6,314.5 million to RM 4,733.7 million. The total outflow decreased by RM 2,572.9 million in 2019. The change in cash increased by RM 992.1 million in 2019. For Digitalcom Berhad, the total inflow increased from RM 2,197 million to RM 3,087 million. The total outflow increased from RM 2,339 million to RM 3,062 million. The change in cash increased from negative RM 141 million to RM 24 million. For Masis Berhad, the total inflow decreased from RM 563 million to RM 225 million. Total outflow increased from negative RM 2,386 million to negative RM 1,728 million. The change in cash increased from negative RM 43 million to RM 16 million. Next, I will continue for the segment analysis report. For Telekom Malaysia Berhad, Unify has the highest contribution to the operating revenue. TM1 has the highest contribution to the operating profit. TM Global has the largest increase in operating profit margin. Shared Service and Others has the largest accumulated depreciation and capital expenditure. Goodwill has the highest percentage from identifiable assets. For Digitalcom Berhad, telecommunication revenue has the highest contribution by segment to revenue. Telecommunication network has the highest accumulated depreciation and amortization. For the identifiable assets, spectrum bandwidth is the highest in 2018 and computer software is the highest in 2019. Property, plant and equipment has the highest contribution to the capital expenditure. For Masis Berhad, Postpaid has the highest percentage contribution by segment to revenue. Telecommunication equipment has the highest accumulated depreciation and amortization. Telecommunication license with allocated spectrum has the highest percentage among the identifiable assets. Property, plant and equipment has the highest contribution to the capital expenditure of Masis Berhad. In conclusion, we need to analyze Telekom Malaysia Berhad, Masis Berhad, and Digitalcom Berhad, which are more worthy to be invested. We analyze the performance of the company by using management discussion and analysis. Besides, we also evaluate the performance of the companies by comparing the financial ratio, common size, and trend analysis of the companies. After analyzing and evaluating these three companies, we found that Digitalcom Berhad performed better in the financial ratios and balance sheet trend analysis. Digitalcom Berhad has the shortest cash conversion cycle, which shows that it has greater liquidity. Digitalcom Berhad also has a higher profit margin, which shows that it is more profitable. Besides, Digitalcom Berhad also has the highest percentage increase in the balance sheet trend analysis, which shows that Digitalcom has a better growth. As we all know, investors prefer higher growth rates and profitable companies. Therefore, we highly recommended to invest in Digi-Telecom Berhad because it has a higher profit margin and better growth as compared to Telekom Malaysia Berhad and Maxis Berhad. Besides, Telekom Malaysia Berhad is suggested to improve its operating efficiencies as it has a lower profit margin. It is recommended that Maxis Berhad should use long-term debt instead of short-term debt to finance its business in order to improve its liquidity.